Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time seeing me, my name is Nai, and on this channel, we are obsessed with any and everything smell good related, from candles, fragrance, body care, skincare, everything. Just fragrance is our peace, it brings us zen. So this is where we talk about it. And to everyone returning, hey guys, nice to see you again. Welcome back. So today, I know on fragrance TikTok, fragrance YouTube, layering is like a really big thing, right? But I don't ever see anybody saying how they layer, right? How they choose their fragrances to layer with each other. And to be honest, layering just makes sense, right? Because it gives you the most unique scent bubble. And as I've said previously, I am someone who always wants to know like the why or the how. So I want to give you guys the why and the how as well. Because I love you guys so much, I'm going to give you guys the secret sauce on how to layer your fragrances effortlessly and perfectly every time. And then I'm going to give you guys examples using the new Kayali Yum Marshmallow. So if you're interested, just keep watching. If this is where you stop watching this video, there are two things I want you to remember. Intensify and complement. That is how you're going to get the most perfect scent combo every single time. And I am no expert by any means. These are not like official perfumery terms. I'm just a girl. I just like perfume. And that's just how I like categorize how to layer fragrances for me. Okay, so let's begin. So for intensify, you're just gonna pick a note or an accord that you want to amplify, right? For example, if you have a rose and chocolate fragrance, and the fragrance, it is more so rose dominant and the chocolate kind of takes like a back seat, but you want to make that chocolate note in there a bit more robust to kind of compete with the rose, you're going to look for or pair that fragrance, that rose and chocolate fragrance, with another fragrance that is more than likely chocolate dominant, right? Pair them together, and that's what I mean by intensify. You're going to intensify a note that is already there with another fragrance that is more dominant in that note that you want. Does that make sense? If it doesn't, don't worry. At the end, I'll be doing some examples for you. So just bear with me a minute. Complement. It's the same thing as intensifying, essentially. But with complement, you're going to pick a note that complements whatever you're trying to, the fragrance that you're wearing, right? In perfumery, you see a lot of rose oud combinations, right? You also see a lot of fragrances, well, not too many, but there are quite a bit of fragrances that have chocolate and oud as well, right? So you're wearing this rose chocolate fragrance, but you want to add a little bit more of a something, right? Give it a little bit more depth, give it a little bit more of an interesting feel. You can add in an oud fragrance that would not only complement the rose, but also the chocolate in there as well, to give you a completely brand new feel. Okay, so that's what I mean by complement. Add in a note that smells good with the note that you're already wearing, right? I hope that doesn't make sense. I hope that makes sense, okay? I'm not a teacher. I'm just a girl, like I said. If you're an advanced wearer, like a seasoned perfume person, you can do both of them at the same time. You can intensify and you can complement, right? Again, sticking with this rose and chocolate idea. I said that a lot of fragrances combine rose and oud together, right? So if you add the rose and oud with the rose and chocolate, not only will you be intensifying the rose that is already there, but you'll also be complementing the chocolate that is there as well. This method, like the combination method, does take quite a bit of experience. It requires quite a bit of experience. So if you're new to collecting perfumes or to wearing perfumes and layering, and you're not thinking that you're getting it quite right, it's okay. It takes a while to train your nose, right? So if you're not quite getting it yet, don't worry. Just focus on one, either complement or intensify, and work your way from there. And then one day you'll get it. Trust me. It takes a while, but you'll get it. So now I'll give you some real-time examples with this new Kayali fragrance, the Yum Boujee Marshmallow. But first, let me do a quick 30-second unsponsored review, because there's a lot of reviews going up about this fragrance. Obviously, because it's Kayali. But yeah. Let me just do a review, because how are you meant to know what this smells like if, yeah. This is Kayali Yum Boujee Marshmallow. It's their new release. And this smells like a strawberry coconut cocktail. If you ever had the pink drink from Starbucks, this smells like that. But this is sweeter and creamier. I honestly really love this. Kayali has not failed me yet. So I always feel safe blind buying their fragrances and buying the biggest bottle, which is not good because I recently had a really bad fail. So yeah, that's on TikTok. If you don't follow me there, go ahead and follow me. Not from Kayali, but from another brand though. So yeah. But this is what I imagine cotton candy clouds smell like. You know, when the sky, it's like the sun is setting and the sky gets like those pinky purpley colors. That's what I imagine it to smell like. Like, this is what I imagine it to smell like. That being said though, this is meant to be a strawberry forward fragrance. But it's not a natural strawberry. So if you're looking for a natural strawberry fragrance, this isn't it. And on top of that, the coconut also like co-dominates this fragrance as well. So this is definitely a strawberry coconut fragrance. It's also not a synthetic strawberry like the new Evasion Bonbon from Mason Mataha. It's like a freeze-dried strawberry, like a strawberry, like those healthy strawberry gummies. Have y'all ever had those? Like, they're like natural strawberries that are just like freeze-dried. Those. It smells like that. This isn't as marshmallowy as I expected it to be. With marshmallow being in the name, I was expecting something a bit more like sugary sweet, but this is more fluffy. If you have ever had like marshmallow fluff, that's what it gives me, but strawberry and not as sweet as marshmallow fluff. If you're not a fan of the gourmand apocalypse that's happening right now, if you're not a fan of it because you just don't want to smell like food anymore, this is fine. This is not like a edible anything. It's still sweet. Don't get me wrong, this is very sweet still, but it's not a gourmand, like foodie type of gourmand. It is very fluffy, very fruity, beautiful, like in my opinion. Yeah. Let's reel all that back in because I was rambling a bit. In short, this is strawberry coconut fluff. And if you really want to like tailor it a little bit more, it's strawberry coconut cotton candy, but not in a gourmand way. Performance on this though is amazing. I wore this in -1 degree weather and in a very, very smelly chemistry lab, and I could smell that over all the chemicals in the chemistry lab, and I could still smell this in the freezing cold. So performance wise, she gets a 10 out of 10 for me. She projects for about the first 2 to 3 hours, and then after that you just get intermittent wafts throughout the day. It's not choking you whatsoever. It's like it's fluffy, so it's just kind of just like there and like comforting and like soft, but this does last all day. All right, finally on to the layering combinations. Let's start with the intensify example, right? Again, intensifying, you're just gonna pick a note in here that you like and pick another fragrance that is also dominant in that note and pair them together. I paired this with the Thomas Cosmala Creme Brulee. That fragrance is very coconut forward, and this fragrance is also very coconut forward. So if I'm somewhere in like a beach-y destination, I will pair those two together to get like a sweet vanilla strawberry caramel fragrance. And I can't lie, like just the memory of that combination just brings a smile to my face because it smelled so good. I also pair this, still with the Intensify situation, with D&G Perfume. Now that fragrance, D&G Perfume, has a raspberry marshmallow accord, right? And of course this one is that strawberry coconut fluffy scent, right? It's supposed to be marshmallow. It has like that marshmallowy vibe. Pairing them together, beautiful, amazing, just great. That gives a very girly, like pretty vibe. So that would be nice to wear to like brunch or on a date, or yeah, just any time of day, anywhere, whatever. That combination is amazing. Moving on to the compliment method, I paired this with Belle by Jean-Paul Gaultier. Belle has some citrusy notes, vanilla of course, and some floral notes. The fruity notes in here, like the strawberry and the lemon, bergamot, whatever is in Belle, paired with this, complement each other. As well as the floral notes in Belle also complement the fruitiness in this fragrance as well. And together, that combination kind of tones down the fluffiness of this fragrance and kind of pushes out the fruitiness of this fragrance. So if you're not a fan of like the sugariness in here and the coconut-iness in here, that combination does kind of cancel out those two things and pushes more of the fruitiness, the sweet fruitiness, to the front. Now we're gonna get a little bit more advanced here and combine the two, intensify and complement. That I've been using Instant Crush by Mancera, and I found that Instant Crush is slightly masculine, right? But it still has like the vanilla and the saffron in there that gives it a bit of sweetness. So pairing these two together, the sweetness remains because the saffron and the vanilla intensifies the vanilla and the sweetness in here, but the ginger kind of cuts through that. So if you're looking for something to pair with this to make this a little bit more mature, a little bit more like special occasion worthy, try pairing it with Instant Crush, and I think you'll love it. And again, these are not be all end all rules, right? This is just what I use. Other people might have different methods to layering, but I have a science brain, right? So I need like I need like a stepwise method, right? So that's just how I do it. That's just how I quantify it in my brain. But sometimes I just look at 2 bottles and then be like, I wonder what y'all do. And then spray myself until it looks like I've hotboxed my room. But that's neither here nor there. I hope I was helpful today. I hope you were able to learn something. If you have any questions, like if I was rambling a bit too much or you need more examples, whatever, just feel free to leave me a comment. I don't mind. I know I can be scatterbrained at times, so maybe what I'm saying is not coming across as clear as I want it to be. It was good seeing you guys again. Don't forget to like, subscribe, follow me on socials, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.